Karibu katika kikao cha Sema na JG. Hii leo bado tungali katika Gracia Gardens Hotel Kilimani, Dennis Pritt Road. Ni mahojiano ambayo yanaletwa kwako kwa hisani ya Digital Sacco *847#. Ujisajili, uwe mwanachama, fuata maagizo, halafu uanze kuwekeza. Baadaye unaweza kupata mkopo na uweze kujiendeleza katika maisha. Mimi naitwa JG mwenyewe, Joyce Ogeturo, na nimebarikiwa kuwa na mgeni ambaye ni rafiki wa siku nyingi, Nungari wa Muchai. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Long time.
I know it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But ni vizuri kukuona. Bado umrembo na huzeeki. I think the secret ni kucheka, Joyce.
Yes.
You know, unapenda kucheka, which is a very good thing.
Sana.
I think it's a deliberate choice.
Yes, it is.
Ya kufurahi.
Yes.
So, tumejuana, oh my God.
Do you know it's 20
years.
20 years.
20 years.
Lakini ukaniwacha.
Yes.
So, Nungari.
Yes.
The last I checked, ulikuwa mtangazaji katika kituo kimoja cha taifa. I can say it, Shoro
yes.
FM.
Yes.
Then nikasikia vup uko Marekani.
Yes.
What happened?
Wacha tu nirudi kidogo. By the way, you'll excuse me, my Kiswahili is bad.
No, you can speak English, I don't have a problem.
So, unajua tulianza na wewe uko Kameme.
Yes.
That's where we trained. And by the way, I need to say this. Asante sana. Mulinishika wewe, Boso, Eric Latif,
Yes.
akina Zulu Thiongo.
True.
So I thank you guys because mungenitupa.
Yeah.
Ama munge take time nijue Kikuyu because my Kikuyu was bad.
Yes.
At that time, sikuwa najua ati Kikuyu inaweza kupatia salary, you know, and even a lifestyle.
True.
Nilikuwa tu nataka kurelate na majina za Kizungu. Hata I didn't, by the way, sikuwa mtu alikuwa ananiambia what tribe are you? Nawambia I'm a Kenyan. But later on I learned that hata Kikuyu inaweza kupatia do.
True.
So which is a good thing. So tukaanza hapo, and then before I got to KBC, I trained, mkanionyesha how to write, edit, translate,
Yes.
And even to voice.
True.
And
And you
kutoa
had
zile
a
majina.
beautiful voice.
Yes. Thank you. So, and then after that, Shoro ika revamp, and then tukaenda tukachukuliwa. So I was there for 4 years.
Yes.
4 years as a continuity presenter, and I loved it. You know,
Yes.
the exposure levels, knowing other things. It was a great platform, and I was very young.
Yes.
So I thank God, ni venye tu mtu anaonanga maisha yako, I think tu Mungu ameipanga. And as I take you back, nikiwa shule, Professor Wangari Maathai, I met Professor, hata sikuwa najua. By the way, I had not heard about Professor. So tulikuwa tunaenda ku-act, because I act too. So tukaenda, nikaambia huyu ni Professor Wangari Maathai, and I'm thinking, who is she? Because sikuwa nimeona ama kumsikia.
Wow.
So alikuwa anatuchukua, tuna train, tuna act, and then anatulipa, which was very good. Hata anasaidia watu kupanda and all that. So after KBC, I had a dream way back. To go to the US, because I thought US was it. So nikiwa, I think, class 7, my auntie had gone to the States way back. So akatumia sistangu makaratasi. So my sister said hataenda. I cried nikaambia father, let me go. My dad was like, hapana, you need to finish your studies and then utaenda.
Okay.
If itaenda. And you remember those days walikuwa na zile nini green card application. I used to apply every time. And I think 2 of them they mailed back, but we didn't have the knowledge of how, to get by. So later on nikafanya job, nikaolewa, and then I stopped, like nikasema okay fine, maybe this is my life. And then my auntie came to visit. Then nikamwambia I wanted to go. Akaniambia are you sure? Nikamwambia yes. So akaenda akanitumia makaratasi, and that's how I ended up in the States.
Did you go with your husband?
No.
Okay.
I was married, but haikuenda, it was not successful, like or maybe haikuwork. But we got 2 kids. So, you know, we were very young. And I hear doctors saying that before 25, brain yako haijakuwa vizuri. So even your decisions, I know, you don't make very good decisions.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that kuna watu waliolewa hapo, they didn't make it. So mine did not work out. It's not something to worry or to have pity about. So nilienda peke yangu. And I left the kids.
Watoto uliachia nani?
Niliachia my parents. Okay. But later on, the dad picked them, which was, you know, ni watoto wake, so I didn't have a problem with that. But, and then wakarudi home.
How old were they when you left?
I left my daughter at 9 months. Hata alikuwa ananyonya huko airport. I know, but let me tell you, Joyce, and I will say this about women.
Yes.
We sacrifice so much juu ya watoto.
True.
And I remember my auntie akiniuliza, are you sure you want to leave the kids? At that time, circumstances zenye I was going through zilikuwa very tough on me, so I wanted you know, something else to work out.
Okay.
And I was not running away.
Were you jobless?
Yes. That time I had left KBC. So, and I had a shop. Nilikuwa na shop hapa Tomboya Street. So sikuwa na job. So I thought, you know what? And even my ex, by the way, ni aliniambia si ulize auntie yako kama anaweza kuinvite. So even nilienda, I had no knowledge of states kunaenda aje ama nini. You know the way nowadays we have internet. You can Google and all that.
Yes.
But one thing I laugh about is that when I went to check online, naona nyumba ni $125. I was like, that's cheap. I can buy even 2. Hata sijaiona 100,000. Well, it's a lot.
So,
yes.
Auntie amekualika, umeongea na wazazi, wamekuruhusu uende, you've spoken to your husband, amesema it's okay, you can go.
Yes.
Umefika US?
Yes. It was tough. I went via Zurich.
That's Germany.
Yes. So I had a layover there, I think for 4 hours, and then nikaenda. So I bought some candy. Uko nini. You know the currency is not the same.
Yeah,
so me,
true.
I'm thinking, si nimebuy uko. So even in the States, ni the same. So
we change pesa?
No, si nimenunua. So wakanipatia change.
Okay.
So I thought that the same money nitatumia nikienda US. When I got there, nipigie my auntie anichukue. So there was a call box, and I put in the money. Inaanguka tu.
Euros.
Inaanguka. But States is not like here. Kuuliza mtu simu, hakuna mtu anaweza snatch your phone. So I asked another guy, nilimpata huko akiclean na kanipatia simu, and I called my auntie. But
she wasn't waiting for you?
They were expecting me.
But
so they knew.
They didn't wait for you at the airport?
No. You cannot wait at the airport. Hata you drop and go. Because kuna maaskari, you know the traffic.
Yes.
So you drop or pick na unaenda. You cannot stay there. So I called them, wakaniambia ni sawa tunakuja. So wakakuja, and I got there at 8.
In the morning?
PM. No, usiku.
Okay.
But kuna kaa hivi. I'm thinking, hi, what is going on?
Yes.
Kaniambia, no, we have different climate. So it was summertime. So giza inaingia 10. Kutoka 10 ndio unaona giza. Let me tell you. Hey Joyce, mabarabara. Everything that I had thought about was there. The roads are good. It's clean. Everything. It was a new environment. Then nilikuwa ni kama nimechanganyikiwa because now huko umetoka usiku and then huko umepata and then you wake up, you're like you don't even know which day.
I travel like 18 hours.
Yes. You have jet lag. So unalala kama the whole day, unaamka you're confused because of the timing na weather na kila kitu.
Yes.
But it was a very good experience. And then there you learn to mind your business.
Okay.
Because kila mtu akona nini yake. Even if it's a family, the schedules, working schedules ama za shule ni different. So unasikia mtu akona shift ya asubuhi, mwingine usiku, wengine wamelala. So ni kila mtu na maisha yake.
Okay, but you're living in the same house.
Yes.
So did you get a job wewe mwenyewe?
I did. Within that year.
Okay.
Nilipata. I stayed
Yeah,
for,
I was coming to that. After
Yes.
how long did you get a job?
One, you have to have an ID first. So, and then hakuna kurush vitu. Lazima, the processes, si kama Kenya tu unaamka unaenda unachukua ID, hapana. So it has to take 3 to 4 weeks
Yes.
as you wait. And my mind was like, unajua this narrative that watu wanachukua pesa chini. So I thought it's a quick thing. By the end of the week I should be sending money. Lakini si hivyo. You have to wait. So I waited, naachwa kwa nyumba peke yangu because kila mtu ako na nini yake. And at first I was like, did I make the wrong decision? Then sinilifika, I got there in May. So I think I got the first job at around August hapo.
Oh God, what were you doing?
Nilikuwa tu nakaa home. I used to know all the channels and all the programs. I used to watch TV during the day. No, yes, during the night. Alafu nalala mchana. Because you have a lot of time. Hakuna mali unaenda. So, and then nikaanza, my cousin akaniambia, you know, you can go for walks. But unajua unaogopa because you don't even know the place very well. So usiende upotee.
Upotea.
Yes, and then I was bought for a phone. Like ni kama kuanza maisha completely.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I started working. First you go to school also.
Okay.
You need to learn. There are so many jobs you can do. Odd jobs, by the way, zenye watu wanaita odd jobs, ndio that they're easy to get and you make money. And unajua Kenya tuko na hii sijui you work in the bank or you work in a radio station. Huko hakuna. You're a painter and you're okay, by the way, you're proud. Hakuna mtu anajali. So I got into health.
Okay.
Which is watu wengi wanaenda because it's easy to get.
Okay.
So you do the fundamentals of caregiving. And
so you went to school?
Yes, you go to school. And then I'm a certified nurse assistant.
Okay.
So you're trained on how to take care of those people, of the people. And then inafika point unakuwa kama watu walienda huko 20 years.
How long does it take you
to get to that level?
Yes.
No, when you get a job, you know, you get a job and then...
No, I'm asking, how long did it take you to train?
For the school?
Yes.
3 weeks. Hiyo CNA ni 3 weeks. But fundamentals of caregiving, you can go for a day, 4 hours. 4 hours, you know, they are short courses.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do your certified nurse assistant. Then you go to RN, registered nurse, and then you can be a nurse na ama daktari.
Okay.
But to me, I know I will represent so many people. My thing is not in health. So nilikuwa nafanya hivyo for me to get by.
Okay.
But my passion has been media and radio and all that. But as you know, it's very hard to get formal jobs.
Yes.
Even for African American, it's very hard. So it was not even something. Hata venye watu walikuwa nani advice, you know, you can do nursing. I mean, nilikuwa nasema hapana because it's not in me. Yes. It's not in me. So you go for 4 years and then it's a course that you will never work on. So I thought I would rather do communications, which will help me even if I was, because I was planning to come back to Kenya. So you got your first job? Yes. And by the way, which job was this? You know, people don't tell you the truth. Unaenda, when you go for those training, healthcare is about watu, maybe mtu amepata accident and then now they're going through therapy, or nursing homes. Nursing homes is where you have an old parent and you guys are not able to take care of them, and then you put them in an institution. So it's called a home, you can call a home, and they are nursing homes. So you do everything, you clean them, you take them to the bathroom, you feed them, if, you know, some ni total care. Okay. Mtu hawezi jisaidia. So you do all the work, you clean na unafanya kila kitu. So it's humbling and also fulfilling when you unaenda unapata mtu maybe alikuwa so grumpy, and then you bring light to them. Yes. You know, you talk to them and then they renew their lease of life. You know, they look at life in a different way. True. So it is very good, and also the exposure. Then you have hizi magonjwa hata hujaisikia.
Yes.
Me, I saw diseases and sicknesses that I've never even heard of, and cases. And then you also see people who have developmental issues. So you work with them kama
like
ni autism,
retarded growth.
Yes,
retarded.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So that's what you do. Then kuna hizi jobs za barabara.
Za barabara ni gani?
Zile kama barabara inajengwa and then you stand there with a poster,
go the stop thing.
Yes.
Okay.
But and hizo, by the way, they are paid very well. They are paid very well. Then kuna hizi za kuuza, every gas station. So gas station unaona tuduka. So kuna wengine wana work in that in that place. You can get guys, wanaume wengi wanaenda truck kwa truck. You do truck driving. You can do interstate. You transport cars or food or whatever from this state to the other.
Okay.
Na kuna zingine tu za uko mtaani.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get back to you. Day one umeona kazi yako ni taking care of these old people.
Yes.
And then later in the evening umerudi kwa nyumba.
Yes.
How did it feel?
I was shocked. Cause I remember that lady mwenye nilienda orientation. So she's cleaning na anafanya kila kitu. You take them to the bathroom and you give them care. I thought anyway, I don't know what I was thinking, because sikuwa nafikiria I'll be able to do that. So the following day akaniambia si umeshika? Nikamwambia
na ulikuwa umeshika ama ni uongo?
Hey, the fear that I had, because now this is reality. This is something that I've never done and I never even thought. People lie.
Yeah.
Watu wanakuambia I'm a nurse, and they're lying. And I think it's time, Joyce, wale watu wako nje, accept, because it pays your bills.
Yeah.
It's a job. So we should not feel like ati ni ya uchafu ama nini. But the shock in me, I didn't eat for a whole week.
I can imagine.
So I called another friend of mine, akaniambia welcome to America. Hapo ndio nini dollars zinatokea. So and then you're just with time.
Okay.
Unaona it's the norm, and inakulipia bills. So you carry on.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. Tutakaporejea tutajua maisha ya Nungari Marekani iliendelea vipi, alirudi nyumbani, na kama alirudi ni nini hiki ambacho kilimsukuma hadi akaamua heri nyumbani. Hapa ni kikao cha Sema na JG.
Ni nini wewe bwana? Ni nini? Sasa unatualipia game ya nini bwana?
Unataka usaini hapa, usaini na hapa, alafu hapo uweke kitabu.
Ya nini?
Natafuta magarantas, nataka loan. Relax, nataka usaini hapa. Relax.
Kwani wewe hujui digital sako?
Digital sako ndio gani?
Digital sako ni sako ambayo inakuwezesha kupata loan
Kwa simu.
guarantors,
Kwa simu.
registration,
Kwa simu.
hauhitaji hizi makaratasi ya kusainiwa ya nini?
Na hii digital sako mtu anaingia kivipi?
Chukua simu yako. Finya star.
Sita
8 4 7 ash.
Asi.
Kwisha maneno.
Kwani hukujua hiyo?
Welcome back katika kikao cha Sema na JG. Tunazungumza na Nungari wa Muchai, and she's telling us her story about going to the US and her expectations. So, Nungari.
Yes.
US umeenda day one, you're feeling yuck.
Yeah.
But you're shocked, but you've decided to move on.
Yes.
Did you move out of your auntie's place or you continued staying with them?
After I got a job, nilitoka.
Oh, okay.
I moved out. There was another lady who was looking for a roommate. And another shocking thing, and this it's debatable, but the highest number of people wanapata roommates.
Oh, you share.
Yes. So that lady ni wa huku. She's a Kikuyu, she's from Kikuyu. So akasema anataka roommate. So na mimi nilikuwa nimepata, because that time I didn't have a car. So from my auntie's place to where I used to work in Tacoma, ilikuwa inanitake a lot of
Tacoma.
time. Yes, I was in Tacoma. So ilikuwa inanitake a lot of time.
Okay.
So I needed to be closer because sikuwa na gari. So tukakaa na yeye and then later on, and you know what, the funniest thing about living in the States is ukienda when you get a job and then you get a house and then you get a car, unatoshana na mtu alienda huko 20 years. Like there's nothing you are just watu wanaona tu umekuwa tu umeingia kwa system.
Okay.
So and a car is very very important. Mi usema nishe bere yaku because you really need it for you to be able to move from A to B. And you cannot, very few people and this is also debatable, very few people can survive na one job. You need 2 or 3 jobs.
Okay, so you got more.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a time I had 3 jobs and I was in school. Like 24 hours hulali. Hulali 24 hours. You're so fatigued. You have no breaks. And then there's this energy that is there. Unasikianga tu hata kama unaenda hoteli you don't enjoy the money. Most people don't enjoy the money. You feel like hata kama uko home, you feel like you should be working or you should be somewhere else.
Okay.
So I used to do 3 jobs. Na akuna breaks. One time a client that I was working for got sick.
Okay.
So from Tacoma to downtown Seattle, nilikuwa naenda for 1 hour. It was an hour's drive or more, depending on the traffic. So nimetoka, it's a wake shift. See, in a hospital you cannot sleep. So nikitoka off the parking, other than kutoka, I reversed. Because you know your mind is not, you're not okay.
Yeah, I know.
You're almost burning out. So ikagonga wall. Let me tell you, Joyce, nilizima gari and I said that's it. Because so many people die. Umeenda umesimama kwa mataa. You're so sleepy.
Or you doze off.
Yes. Sasa unajua, it's hardly do you get watu wakihut. So unahutiwa, unaamka, you're confused, so you run into somebody or somebody runs into you. So many people die. Okay. Juu ya hiyo fatigue.
So you're in the US, you've gotten a job. Were you sending money back home?
Yes.
Did you invest?
I did. And I will say this, to date, there's some land I bought na sijaishika mpaka wasai.
Why?
Because no one has an answer. Just like other, so many other thousands. Unauza, unabuy kitu. Tuseme ni family members wanakupigia picha. They're not real. They lie to you na wamekula do. There's so many of those stories.
You went through that?
No, I did not. But, sijashika hiyo land. So I have no paperwork, I have nothing. Pesa? It was an organization. My mom ni aliniambia about that shamba. So wakabai wakiwa wengi. But at that time I hear the governor of that constituency alikuwa anasema hakuna shamba hazitakatakatwa.
Yes.
So imekuwa ni kama pending. But even to date hakuna mtu akona. Unauliza, if I ask my mom, anauliza saa hao watu walikuwa involved. So no one has answers.
Okay. Back at home. Uliniambia kuna wakati mzee alichukua watoto.
Yes.
Were you supporting them?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Fully. Because nilikuwa naangalia hivi, Joyce, if I am away, my kids are not seeing me, then I can send the money and give them a comfortable life.
Yes.
So, yeah, I did. Okay. I supported them. And I'm a believer of hakuna bills za bwana na bibi. Like a guy, if you're in this together, I can pay for school fees comfortably. Like hakuna bill ya sijui huyu na huyu. They're your kids.
True.
So to me, I was like, it's a chance that God amenipatia hiyo chance ya kuwalea. So not a big deal. I used to take care of business just like any other person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umeenda US, umetulia. Did your husband join you?
No.
Did you start dating?
No, I did not. For the first 3 years, my mind was set. Before I went, like I said, I did not do any research.
Okay.
So nilikuwa najua I go make money, and I hear so many people say that I make money, nijenge manyumba and I buy cars and all that, and then I come back. but when you go there unaona
reality hits.
the struggle is real. So for the first 3 years I was focused on just working and working and working.
Okay.
Then you know you're human, you become lonely and all that, and again we had separated, we had issues, and then tuka nini, so we were not like really married.
Okay.
So and again the distance.
Yes.
So after 3 years I met another guy
In the US.
Yes.
Mzungu?
So just like no
Kenyan?
Yes, he's Kenyan.
Okay.
Just like any other person. Hata mimi nimejaribu 3 years. The
Three
loneliness in that
years,
place.
hakuna mtu, hakuna nini.
Hakuna.
It's just you and your jobo.
Yes.
And then
Focus
after
on
3
the
years you meet this guy.
Yes.
Kenyan.
Yes. He's Kenyan. And then, you know, let me tell you, how do I explain? There's no, hakuna watu kushikana. Kila mtu akona maisha yake in the States. Even when you get a child, unazaa, unatoka hospitali kuzaa, unaepitia kwa duka, you buy groceries and then you go home where you here. Like there's no one, hata wakitaka hawana time.
Yeah.
So kila mtu na maisha yake. So it gets very lonely. And there are so many people who commit suicide, by the way. Mtu, and unfortunately is, your neighbor hata haumjui.
True.
So you don't even know their working, the way they work, you know what time they're in or not. So hardly do you get. Watu wengine hata wanakufia kwa nyumba, so unasikia tu harufu, ndio unatolewa. So it gets very lonely. So I got into a relationship, and after 5 years, I really wanted something to belong. That time after 4 years, nimeanza sasa kusikia, I need more. There's more. I'm an artist, so I needed more. So I thought, there's more to see kitu ya kufanya round, because kenye ulifanya jana utafanya leo, and you know the following day. So nikapata mtoto. I really wanted a child.
Wow.
I really wanted a child. I needed to belong, or maybe for my own sanity.
Yes.
So, but I was very, very clear that I didn't want to get married.
Yeah.
Not that I was hurt, I was angry, and I needed to heal. But I didn't want to get into a relationship nikidanganya mtu ama vitu kama hizo.
Yeah.
So I knew, and I told that guy, you know, this is not leading to marriage. And I think it's very, very important to be clear. Mtu asiseme sijui umenitega ama umefanya nini. So I was clear, you know, and it's very, very difficult to raise kids in the US. The disconnect that I saw there is that haya umeza, you're both Kenyan. The parents are Kenyan, but huyu mtoto mnamlea in a different place. So which language atachukua?
English.
But they're lost. You know this, they have their roots.
Yeah.
So they need to know, okay, fine, mimi kama sisi ni wa Kikuyu. So they need to learn Kikuyu language ama nini, and also that is, you know, it differs from one person to the other. So unaona huyo mtoto ako confused, because I don't care how much you speak their language, you'll never be American.
True.
Because roots zako ziko Kenya. Then you come to Kenya, you have the disconnect because you're too American. So I there's that confusion.
So umepata mtoto.
Yes.
You continued working.
Yes.
Mtoto, this period ambao mtoto ni mchanga, how are you surviving?
Kuna watu wanawachunga watoto.
Okay.
Maybe kama ni wewe umeinvite your mom, anakaa kwako, anaangalia watoto wako, na analetewa wengine. So you pay, or even daycare. Yeah. Or if you have friends, wewe uko night shift na mimi niko mchana, so we switch the kids.
Unatoka job badala ya kupumzika unalea watoto.
Let me tell you, I used to drop that boy naenda nikilia. I'm telling, it's not easy. Na ndio unaonanga watu wengi wanaleta watoto huku. Because here we still have that what do you call it? A child is raised by
the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
But huko mtoto ni wako.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, uhusiano uliisha ama uliendelea between you and this
guy?
Baby daddy?
Sina kwambia huko sasa watu wako busy. So kila mtu ako na maisha yake.
Yes.
And again, because we weren't, I never wanted to settle down. So I like there was no emphasis on hii ita lead wapi ama nini. Okay. So it was not one of my priorities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point did you decide, now you know what, I need to hit back. I need to go back to my country. I want to go back to Kenya.
Yes.
Yes. What is the defining moment?
One, my children, the ones that I had left. They kept on calling me, Mama unakuja lini, Mama unakuja lini. So I thought something was wrong.
Okay.
And then, but in my head, you know, back in your head unasema, you have to make it.
Yes.
And you know, I think we need to change what success is.
True.
Because success,
redefine
yes,
success.
that's the correct word. Because it's different from you to me na uwe mtu mwingine. Kuna mwingine success ni watoto, mwingine ni kusoma gari na nini. So when they kept calling, I was like, maybe they're not okay. And also, I felt the disconnect. I wasn't, you know, checking on them like, hata kama nikiwaangalia, sometimes I call wamelala. So, and then now that ka system, unajua tu, yenye unafanya leo utafanya next year. It's gonna be the same. So I decided I wanted to come back in 2013, but nilikuwa tu ile 50-50. But coming back in 2017, I was certain that's what I wanted. And so many people came. Umesikia Mungu vizuri ama? You know, do you really want to go back to Kenya? Unajua Kenya venye ni life ni hard. And then now coming from this comfort of nice roads, nice apartments,
the
a car.
system.
Yeah. But and then also, I felt like I'm not living my purpose.
Okay.
And I have one of my mentors, anaitwa Reverend John Ndongo. Akaniambia, when you have a talent, or when Mungu akikuumba, there's something he had for you.
True.
Uachieve, either to change nations, ama uchange maisha ya watu wawili ama watatu. And Joyce, if nini blessing yako iko hapa na wewe uko hapa, hamtaipatana.
True.
So you need to really think na decide what you want. And he helped me because even him, he was in Britain and he came back and he's doing very well. So nikasema, you know what, I needed to come back to Kenya. And also I felt very caged because I was not able to do what I love. I tried putting up the radio, but again, you have to make money. You cannot mix the two. It's going to be very hard. So I thought, you know what, wacha tu niende.
Okay.
Wacha tu niende. So I decided to come back and I didn't even tell my parents.
Oh.
I did not tell them.
Walikuona tu.
No one knew. So I told my sister, akuje, and because I'm sending a parcel. I used to send a lot of parcels na nini boxes za vitu. So nikamwambia mwenye analeta, and they are going to Mombasa, so you have to be there
at the airport.
Then, no, home.
Okay.
Uchukue and then waende. So she bought the story and she came. So my mom was calling me, unakuja lini? Naambia wewe nitakuja tu. So my sister told me, sitatoka hapa until your birthday. Because nilikuwa nimewaambia kuna venye nitakam, but before my birthday. So I had friends, akina Wamboi and another guy, so they picked me at the airport. And let me tell you, Joyce, the feeling of when I landed, and then I saw Karibu Kenya.
Yes.
Let me tell you, it was like a rebirth. My good Lord. I don't have to deal with somebody telling me I'm black. So Karibu Kenya was like, oh my God, it felt so good. So
for the 7 years, you never came back home?
No, I didn't come back.
Okay.
I did not come back. Because again, ni ile tu naona, wacha tu uone kama uta make it, and then ukuje tu one time. Yeah, because unajua yule mtajuaje?
Tutajuaje? Nungari iomoka.
Let me tell you. Hey. So I came and the shock.
Yes.
My parents and my kids walikuwa tu wananiangalia kama ghost. Because they were happy, you know, there were mixed emotions.
Yes, and so by this time, watoto wamerudi kuishi na mom.
Yes.
Why did they leave their dad's place?
Unajua, it's very hard for a guy to raise. You know, for women, it's natural.
Yes.
But for a guy, kuosha nguo and I'm not saying they don't do it, but it's a harder when you have to make money and then fix the kids and all that. So wakarudi tu home, which I was okay with.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was okay with that. So wakarudi home.
Wow, so mom ameona Nungari, anaona ni kama anaota. Na Nungari hajakuja alone, ako na mtoto.
Yes.
Wow. So
yes. So it was a very, very humbling moment. As you know, si lazima uende na urudi. Kuna wengi wameenda, wamerudi kama wamekufa. You know, wengine they are there, you know, in jail.
yes.
Wengine into drugs. And let me tell you, Joyce, it's very easy to get into drugs in the States.
Okay.
Because you know there's that akuna hiyo unit here checking on somebody. And you see the workload, unafanya kazi mob sana, akuna time ya kurelax, you're not balancing the two. So the minute uko off, una buy 2 6-pack, you chew a blackout for you, either you reboot your mind. And there are so many cases, mingi sana ziko huko. So I was very, very blessed to come back. And my parents were very excited to see me. So, and I had prepared because I knew Kenya wataongea. Wapi gari,
Actually,
wapi manyumba, wapi.
I'm coming to that. How did you manage our expectations?
I was ready. Nilikuwa najua watu wataongea.
Yes.
Why have you even come back home? Hauna gari, hauna manyumba tunaona and all that.
Umerudi kwa wazazi.
Nimerudi kwa wazazi.
Unaenda kwa apartment.
Yes. But maisha ni yangu.
Yes.
So why would I pressure myself to please you? I know my journey.
Yes.
And I know I have so many friends wananiambia please niombe nikuje, because I mean, you know, people can be mean na hawajui maisha yako. True. So I was prepared. I was like wataongea na watachoka, and they did. They talked and that didn't stop me, because I was ready and very ready. Wanajua wataongea na watanini, but they could not have pushed me to do something that I was not able to, or something nitafanya nusu and then I'm left and then bado wataongea. So I was okay.
Baba watoto amekuona na mtoto mwingine.
Yes.
Any explanation?
Watoto.
Oh, you got 2?
Yes.
Or 3?
2
kids. More from the same guy.
Yes. Yes.
The one we called baby daddy.
Yes.
So umetoka US, umekuja umeamua I'm starting again in Kenya.
Yeah.
Watoto niliacha wawili, nimekuja na wawili, so
yes.
ni double portion.
I'm blessed. Yes. Yes.
Baba watoto. Did he demand for explanation?
No, because he knew. And unajua we were not an item, and then tulikuwa tumepart ways for so long. I mean, it was a huge those were 7 years. Yeah. So uwezi, I know kuna watu wanagojea, but they're lying. You know, people move on. So it was not a big deal. He came na hata alikuja kunisalimia.
Wow.
You know, Joyce, mi usema when you get over somebody. Yes. Hakuna haja ya kutukana ama the drama. You're 2 adults. Yeah. So move on. You know, it is what it is. So yeah. Hakuna shida. And even him, he had moved on. Okay. You know, he was married. So hakukwa na shida. I have nothing against him. Yes. Okay. Yes.
So umefika, watu wameongea, unakaa kwa wazazi wako.
Yes.
Ulianzia wapi again?
I used to be very I was in the know of whatever was happening in Kenya, na zile programs na kila kitu. So I remember in Oro they invited me for the morning show, because I used to watch them na nini. So many people hata walijua hivyo. So I started, you know, getting watu wananiita TV stations na nini, just to talk about life here Kenya na America, and transition and all that. And then I have people like you who we've known for so long. So tunaongea, you know, the art is still the same. Yeah. And then akina Eboso ananiambia, oh, kuna job hapa, you know, akina Mugikonjo, kuna voiceovers hapa. So it kind of like it was coming back to ni ile kitu ulikuwa umezoea. Then I became a musician, by the way. Wewe ujui.
Yeso. Mwainire.
I have recorded music. Usinione hivyo.
Kizungu, Kikuyu, Kiswahili.
Kikuyu.
Okay.
those songs nilipewa na Esther Modhoni, and I by the way, great respect, na Reverend John Ndongo, waliniandikia, and I stayed with those songs for 5 years in the States. I did not record until I came back. Kuna mtu nilikuwa nimesaidia akiwa when I was in radio, and he had opened up a studio. Akaniambia, I know you can sing, so oko record, and that was it. I never paid anything.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Na muziki wenyewe uko wapi saa hizi?
Iko, I have one song on YouTube. I haven't done the video, but the music is there. I have very good friends in radio wananichezea, so I'm grateful to God.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
And now this is what I thought about, and I wanted. Like, I'm not limited. I can act, which I love. I can sing. I can do radio. You know, I'm flexible.
Yeah.
I can be able to raise kids because unajua my parents are there. I have friends. So it's not like what do you call it? That, you know, cage.
Yeah.
Stato. Uku, you can be flexible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you still staying with your parents?
No. I moved out.
Oh, okay.
I moved out, and I thank God. Joyce, even if watu hawatachukua anything else, this is to praise God.
Amen.
And I know I'm here to encourage so many people, even women, raising their kids on their own. And sometimes unaona women are left, unajua watu wanasema, oh, wanaume wako mbele sana kuliko wanawake. But when you look at the family setting, wewe huna bwana, so you need to take care of these kids.
Sasa
and you need to work.
Nitangaza hapa sina bwana.
Umepata?
Sijapata, endelea, rudia hiyo statement.
Sasa Joyce hauna bwana, na atakuja tu. You know. Hiyo urembo yote lazima kuna mtu atakupatia, you know, millionaire.
Boy child.
So unaona, you're making money, you need to pay bills, and you need to raise these kids.
True.
So it becomes very hard because when you have a husband, the husband can go to work, and then wewe utaachwa ukiangalia watoto. For the women, I want to encourage, you know, I want us to encourage ourselves.
Yes.
Mungu ni yeye tu pekee.
True.
Honestly, this is just, I cannot explain, lakini Mungu yuko. Mungu yuko na anatenda. So don't pity yourself. Ask for help. I've learned that you know, we never ask for help.
True.
Sometimes we keep quiet. Utajajiwa, sijui watu watasema nini. It is reality. Ni life. Unaweza kuwa na gari leo, kesho hauna. Uko na nyumba, kesho hauna. So it's part of life. And we should not judge because we are very quick to judge. Oh, nilimwona akika hivi, kwa nini amechange how? You don't know the situation. You don't know what somebody is going through.
You don't know my story.
Yes. So to encourage and let us not give up. We can still raise good children.
Yeah. True.
Na mtu asiseme because unajua kuna mtu anaachwa and then you're stuck there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not beautiful.
Unalia,
you know, kuna wanaume wazuri sana, they strip off your self esteem, wanakuacha bila hata ukiambiwa wewe ni mrembo, you don't believe it. So you pick up your pieces and then you carry on. Kama Mungu amekupangia another husband, well and good. If hajapanga, that was the only one, you keep moving.
So would you love to date again?
Hey, imagine sijui. I don't know.
How now?
Because I've been single mpaka nikuje. And my focus was, I had priority.
Like 4 years now.
Yes, it's 4 years. Nilikuwa na focus sana with what I had to deal with at that point.
Yes.
So sijui, you know, dating is work.
Depends on how you look at it.
Anyway, is there a potential there? I'm here. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Okay, assuming you started dating, who is your ideal man?
Hey. You must be a walk. Ujijue we mwenyewe.
Yes.
Because you know, women, we tend to unalea mtu. Honestly, at where I am in age and nini, sina hiyo energy. I have no time. So you need to be sober and you need to know what you want. Number 2, of course, you have to be God-fearing.
I would interchange that. God fearing first.
Yes, I thought so too. Yeah, God fearing first, and then sasa unajijua, and then you have to be kind. You have to, I don't know, my cousin told me, when you're dating somebody, they don't have to like your kids. They can just, you know, akue tu good to the kids, because si wake.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes we put pressure, and people are different. Maybe hata hajaza, so hajui mtoto ana. But and I think you have to be mature, very mature, that sitaki drama.
Okay.
I have no time or energy for drama, and you have to be very secure.
Okay.
I cannot have an insecure guy.
Ma insecurity zako ufungie na huko.
Joyce, unajua ukicheka hapa anakuambia usicheke, kwa hiyo nini?
Nilikuwa ukicheka sana. I know. Ni nani alikupigia simu kwa radio? Anyway, if you've ever been a radio presenter, you know those challenges are there.
Yes.
You go home, unaulizwa ni nani walikuwa nakupigia na unacheka sana na yeye, na kwa nyumba ucheki. Anyway, Nungari, look at this camera behind me. Talk again to that lady. And sana wale, because you've lived in Kenya, you've lived in the US.
Yes.
So you can talk to that person maybe who wants to go to the US, because I believe there are challenges and there are good things in the US.
Yes.
And also talk to that single woman, because you're one.
Yes.
Talk to that married woman, because you ever got married.
Yeah.
And yeah, we summarize this thing.
Before we maliza,
yes,
I need to encourage somebody. When I gave birth to my daughter, and I think watu wengi hawajui, a day after, nilianguka kwa bafu.
Oh God.
Yes. Nilianguka. Demosheire. And let me tell you, Joyce, I don't think I've gone through what do you call it, gallbladder. Nilitolewa gallbladder surgery, which is also very painful. But that made me not walk for almost a month. And mtoto alikuwa analia kabla hata nimchukue, amebembelezwa mpaka ameacha kulia, because I hurt my lumbar, and you know your lumbar is everything. Center boroti. So every place you move, every part of your whatever body you move inaku affect. It was very, very painful. And I used to pray, naambia Mungu aniponye dhuage. You know, to take the pain away, but I'm able to walk. But who is like our God? Yani Mungu, hey, I cannot, sijui, when you know the people that play with God and the people that say there's no God. Yani hata sijui naweza ambiaje.
We pray for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's a God na anatenda. So Mungu akaniponya. I didn't go for surgery because I was supposed to go for nini, but sikuenda, aliniponya, and the pain ikaenda. So I want to encourage somebody that ukiona mtu amesimama, there are so many things watu wamepitia, but Mungu tu amewashikanisha pamoja. Now, to the married, I'll start with the married women.
Yes.
Because they have an issue with us. I used to lead, I was the secretary wa kanisa, wa ladies wa kanisa. And I was the youngest. And they told me, niwe utatuongoza. Nikamuuliza kwa nini? Because you guys, you have more experience. Wakasema hapana. But I used to see, venye bwana na bibi anakuja, and you're there talking and doing your business, unaona they are very insecure. And how see mabwana zao unataka. You know, so I want to say this, not every woman, and I'm not saying kuna wote ni wazuri ama ni wote ni wabaya, but not unless, Joyce, I give you a reason for me to doubt, for you to doubt me, respect me. It's only that ni saa hii sina bwana. Single ladies, I mean, the word single, mi naona kama ina demean ladies that, or even the guys, because there are guys who raise their kids on their own. So deal with that person on a one-on-one level. Wacha kusema hawa sijui wanafanya nini ama watoto hawa wanakuwa ABCD. Now, to the men and women who are raising their children on their own, Mungu hapa lazima akuje.
True.
You have to put God first. And you akupatie, you know, the way to make good decisions. How to raise your kids and how even to pay your bills. And also now to the society at large, let us be kind. Stop judging people. Usione mtu tu hapo ati una judge, you know, you put a tag or a name to somebody. You do not know what they are dealing with. So just be kind.
Yeah.
And also, Joyce, by the way, before I forget, I had a foundation.
Oh, okay.
Nungari Muchai Foundation. And I used to send sanitary towels and underwear to school girls, and I also gave a uniform to the boys, because I realized hapa kwetu hapa Kabete, can you imagine ati kuna watoto hawana underwear? My heart broke. My heart broke. And I would urge wenye wako state too, because there are so many, you know, they are cheap and you know they are affordable. Please saidia your neighbor ama mtu mwingine. Then just like a year ago tulikuwa tunapatiana food bank. We had a food bank. So tunachagua wale watu needy through Wairimo Kimani Foundation. Tunawapatia watu. So ukiona mtu anaenda, you know, don't judge, be kind. If you can help, please help. We are here to shikane mikono. Joyce umeniita. I know we've been friends. But I don't take this for granted. Because kuna watu wengi sana wangekuja.
Yeah.
So it is humbling, and I you know, I appreciate very much for that. And keep doing what you're doing. I love it.
Thank you.
Keep shining.
Thank you.
Keep going, you know, ukwe mrembo. Na, by the way, bona anakuja tu. Na akuwe millionaire. So tutamaliza kikao cha Sema na JG. Maneno yako ya mwisho? Oh my God. Thank you very much for this chance. And let us not give up.
True.
Let us not give up. Carry on. Speak out when you're going through. Unajua kuna watu wengine, I know that you're going through a hard time. And I cannot reach out. There maybe kuna time nikiambia Joyce atafanya nini. If you know somebody is going through a tough time, please help.
Reach out.
The only thing unajua watu wanasema nyamaza kama hutasema a good thing ama hutamsaidia, just keep quiet.
True.
But if you're able to help or if you have, you know, you can pull a few friends to come and save this person, please do it. We all need each other. We need each other. So please, let us be kind. Let us reach out. Kwanza sahi unaona whatever is going out in the country, tusaidiane tu.
Sawa.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Nungari. Ingawaje that last proverb sikuisikia vizuri. Kutireke?
Bogo Mwitoria.
Okay.
No man is an island.
Oh, okay. Utire Bogo Mwitoria.
Yep.
Wow. This is kikao cha Sema na JG. Asante sana kwa kutegea. Kumbuka kinaletwa kwako kwa hisani ya Digital Sacco. And sure, umejisajili kama mwanachama kwa kubonyeza *847#. Na hadi wakati mwingine, thank you so much and God bless you.